Cancer, let's start with your reading. Today we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the next 12 months. Let's start with your main energy. Okay, the first message for you is show the world the real you. Cancer, this is regarding a situation where perhaps at times you feel that you need to change certain things about you. That at times you need to adapt to maybe someone else's expectations in order to not lose their attention, to not lose the passion that maybe once was there and that now it's starting to dissolve at times. Whatever this is, the main message that I see here is that you shouldn't change a thing about you. And not just because it's fair to you and because this is how it should be, but also because that is going to be your winning move here. Someone might be changing certain things or might act a little confused for something, but it's not about you at all. They, from what I see so far at least, actually have a very strong attraction. There is something right here that, at least for now, is hidden, but I don't think it's going to stay hidden for a long time. But let's clarify and let's see what this message is about. Let's start with your reading. Yes, I knew it. Oh my God. So transparent. Yes. Well, here we have it. The moon, the first card that we have at the bottom of the deck. And obviously, right here, we see exactly where all this confusion might be coming from. First of all, I see here someone who maybe you have communicating to or just interacting with in the present or in the past. Someone who really gave you the feels and perhaps made your heart awakening again after a time of stagnation. Right here, now you felt ready to love again, to open up again. And on their end, we see some secrecy though, perhaps even some lies with the moon that you want to make sure you're not going to ignore, and we'll see what these lies might be about. Now, I see that this is mostly concerning the emotional sphere. I have to be honest with you. Even though it feels that this person is maybe living a double life, they are hiding something, but is mostly on an emotional level. I don't see any action here. I don't see anything on those lines that you should be worried about. I feel that they have been very good at hiding it. But now, since we are starting to pick up on it, they are clearly starting to have a hard time repressing whatever this is. We could be looking at someone who you are with right now on and off, and this person maybe is tired of pretending that they don't care enough about this in order to fight for it, in order to take it to the next level. Or if this is someone from the past, we are seeing someone who's tired of pretending that they don't love you anymore, Cancer. It feels that through their actions or words, they always want to appear as very strong, very independent. I don't need anyone. I am fine by myself. I am self-sufficient. Someone who says, you know, I don't do love. I've done it in the past. It hasn't worked out. Now I have moved on from it. I don't need that distraction in my life. But secretly, deep down, they're more attached to you than you are or were attached to them. Someone here might think that being vulnerable is an overall weakness, whereas instead, we know that to be vulnerable, it takes balls. And it's not easy to put yourself on the line like that. But it is the only way to achieve something beautiful, to experience that love that we all care for so much. The only way to build a strong connection and to build memories with the person or the people that you love is by being vulnerable. And as far as you go, I see you swinging in between two strategies here. Given this catchy energy coming from them, you are raising your defenses. You are being careful when it comes to making moves and sending messages, perhaps. But at the same time, you might be trying to convince yourself that this might be just temporary and that this person is going to open up soon, eventually. And we'll see if you're right about that. But for now, no major progress on the surface. Although underneath the surface, the bond is actually strengthening, regardless of the two of you talking or even spending time together or not. And that is definitely remarkable. I would have not expected that connection becoming stronger given the current dynamic, but it is for some reason. When it comes to how this person sees you, we see again two completely different stories here. In a way, they want to convince themselves and their friends, perhaps, that the two of you are just having fun, or that this is in the past and they really don't have any strings attached to that energy and to you anymore. Moved on. I am independent. I am stable. I have everything that I need in this purse right here. I don't need to reach out for more at all. But the truth is that this person, in the darkness of their room, they spend a lot of time looking at your pictures, watching your videos, if you have any online. And it's clear that the more they try to repress this, the stronger it gets. But they might not be aware of this at all, some of them at least. We'll definitely need to clarify this in order to understand what is at the base of this issue and if it's even fixable, honestly. Because as far as you go, Cancer, you definitely are already somewhat invested into this. But at the same time, you don't want for this connection to require so much work. You want it to be a natural evolution of the cycle that you're in. You want it to be an extension of who you are inside without having to keep thinking about secrets, lies, dynamics, games. That's a lot of work. Especially when there is a love and a strong connection like this. Why are all these issues coming up on the surface? And you might feel out of control, but with these energies, for some reason, we do see that there is a possibility to make this actually work in a very successful way. And it might come as a surprise to you, but you know what? You are the one who is going to make this work, who is going to make this right. But we'll see how. Overall here, you feel that it's up to them, but no. You have more power over this connection and this person than you imagine right now. On the surface, you maybe think that your actions or words don't have any impact on this person, but instead, inside of this person, on an emotional level, there is a storm going on every time that they hear your voice or receive a message from you or see a picture of you. This is clear right here. Queen of Swords, the Hangman reversed, and this Knight of Swords and Death Rebirth. Despite everything, I really get a good feeling about this. Also, considering that by the end of December, the Sun enters your house of partnerships, it feels like there's going to be a beautiful and unexpected resolution to this connection, regardless of how much time it has passed since last time that you talked. There is something come back into your life from the past. And from what I'm seeing so far, at least, in the next few weeks, this bond, it's set to deepen. But things need to be discussed, obviously, especially with this Queen of Swords up here, you cannot ignore the red flags, because if you do, they will come back to haunt you at a later time. If someone all of a sudden now reaches out, look at the Queen of Swords looking at this Knight of Swords coming in. If all of a sudden they do, and they want to see you, to hold you, to kiss you, make sure to come in with your own requirements, saying, you know, sure, let's meet up and hang out, but first we need to talk. I have a couple of things that I need to discuss with you. There is a fundamental need here to, first of all, understand where the blockage is coming from, but also a need to let this person know that you have your eyes on them, that you know that certain things that they have done in the past, certain dynamics, are not okay with you anymore. And that this back and forth, this hot and cold behavior is on your radar, and that it doesn't fit with your expectations. Trust me, just by pointing out at this, it will change things in the long run, big time. And we see here with the Hangman reversed that a situation that has been stuck maybe for a long time, it's not going to be anymore very soon. And what comes next will change everything for you. So let's finally start to clarify all of these messages. Let's see what this conversation will be about. Let's see where this blockage is coming from. And if you were to truly let yourself open up to this person at this moment in time with this strategy right here, how would this connection evolve in the near and distant future? Is this something you might end up regretting? Or is this the perfect time to fall in love? To fall in love with this person who truly thinks the world of you, by the way. Let's see how the situation is bound to evolve in the next 12 months. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Cancer, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, 30-minute live reading. Yes, I select people even throughout the holidays, so make sure every Monday morning to check your email and your spam folder as well, please. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Cancer. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the future events is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is somewhat unexpected to me, but not entirely though. What we're seeing here is that all of the things that you have done in the past, all of the seeds that you've planted in the past 12 months and even farther than that in the past, right now will turn out to actually start showing results. And I do believe that some of them, you just thought that they were bad, that they have been a waste of time. But now instead, they're starting to show up on the surface, and you're going to be surprised because you thought that certain situations and certain opportunities were completely dead and over. And this is an example of that, but not the only one. An example where someone who really didn't show up to be the best choice for you right now, instead, with this shift in energy, it's going to reveal themselves as being a very beautiful choice for you, in fact. The number 7 talks about reflection, talks about assessments and knowledge, and it represents the perfect unfolding and evolution of the previous energies. Right here, we see a number that talks about perfection and manifestation, which means that for you, the next 12 months is going to be the year of manifestation. All of the seeds that you have planted up to this point, they are going to come up on the surface and start showing you the results, making you understand where you should keep focusing your energies into and where instead you should let go and move on and focus on the things that matter. So overall, this is a beautiful energy, but let's get into the details of it. Let's see what you should expect, first of all, in the near future from this Nine of Swords. Let's look into this conversation and let's see how these energies are bound to evolve in the next 12 months, what you should expect in the next year. Let's start by clarifying the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Wow. Oh my God. Speaking of shifts, Knight of Swords, sorry, King of Swords to the King of Cups. You're in for a surprise. Okay. There he goes. Wow. This is really, really beautiful. And for a very specific reason. Right here, we were saying that